All right, folks, it is July 10th this morning, Friday, which divides by 3, 2015, and we got a ton of gems to go through, so I'm just going to rip through them as fast as possible. A ton of gems from the newspapers, and so it's going to be a flood, and it's going to be awesome because it just keeps coming. Today is the official opening ceremonies of the Pan Am Games in Toronto. 7 p.m. tonight on CBC, Channel 3, and we got a whole bunch of gems to solve for the number 3 regarding this big event. I'm just going to get them all on the board and preach them all out. And it's going to be just a flood in pseudo-random order, yet God is sovereign, amazingly. On the lips of men. That was the word I got while just running around Rutley Park, which equals love plus love plus love. On the lips of men divides by 3 to the glory of the Trinity. It's what is on the lips of men in all of world history, the fame of the words and the names of everything that we speak. God takes the glory for it all, using numbers. So what is on the lips of men? What comes out of your mouth is very important. Okay, so I got a pile of treasure here. This is probably going to be a long video. And then I also write things down in my little gem book here, Moleskine mini journal. And the 3s just come like a flood. So, I'm going to start with the Pan Am Games, because that is one of the most exciting pieces of news that's happening today. Starting today, it's already been going on, water polo, which we're going to solve. And it's just so cool. The full page spread that I saw this morning in the Globe and Mail, on the back of the first section, said, is the sponsorship by Roots. And man, this event is so screaming out 3s in such perfect fashion. I just know we're going to see some obvious, dramatic 3s put on display in the Pan Am Games this year for the glory of the Trinity. This year in particular, because we already did the math on it. 2015 is 15 times 15 perfectly, and Toronto is king for 3, and Pan Am Games is 45 plus 45, and the sponsor, and all the medals, it's the first time in a while that Canada has had it, more Canadians than ever. Roots, the official sponsor. Roots has been the sponsor of the Canadian Olympic team for a long time. They always do the outfits for the opening and closing ceremonies. Remember the Roots, berets that the Canadian team wears? But they created brown leather pouches that they're going to present the gold, silver, and bronze medals with, over 4,500, 4,800 medals at this event, to all the athletes, and that was the big full-page spread in the morning paper. And I'm going to literally re-illustrate that advertisement in here, and this is going to be a long video. I got tons to say, because there's tons of glory that is perfectly accurate to the glory of God, and so we're just going to go through it. And just to whet your appetite for another exciting piece of news, the baby Charlotte, we preached on this already, was born to the royal family. Okay, but what is even cooler, so Charlotte divides by 3, just like George, her brother. But what is even cooler is that the story behind the picking of the name, Alice, was another favorite that was potentially going to be considered. Well, it's a 1-2 punch from God, because Alice equals 30 perfectly. Center 3 letters all divide by 3, bookended in double 3. But her name is actually Charlotte now. Baby name, both words divide by 3. It's all the 3 fest from God this year. And I got a bunch of gems from that story. It's just a river. It's just a giant flood. You know, like the flood of Noah, it's like click, boom. The fountains of the great deep have exploded, and there's too much to talk about. So we are going to make room. I already had the Pan Am Games on the board here. I preached on this yesterday. Pan Am equals 45, Games equals 45, and then add the word the, you get 1, 2, 3 perfectly. And then the 225 was, the current year, and you just went crazy, okay? So we're making room. It's a brand new day. Doesn't matter if we get this thing perfectly clean. We just gotta, it's all been recorded. So, here we go. Okay, so, welcome to Toronto. Welcome to equals 111. Toronto. Find love in Toronto is really easy. TNT, the letters that don't divide by 3 equal love, and then the rest add 63 points. to make it 117. So at the top of this ad, this full page ad, welcome to Toronto. This is where the Pan Am Games happen. That equals 228, my full birth name. And then they have these brown leather pouches. It's called a hanging pouch. They're going to present, you know, kind of like you think about a brown leather pouch hanging off of like Robin Hood or something. Like imagine Robin Hood with his brown leather pouch and he's got like his gold, silver coins in there. That's what they're going to present the gold and silver medals at this event in. Very cool idea. I like it. Apparently God does too, because like do the math on it. Pouch divides by 3, leather divides by 3, and brown divides by 3. And Roots, of course, the name of the company, is screaming out 3. And there's the famous OTS of history, love, on the end, plus 33, amen, at the beginning. So Roots equals 87 equals truth. That equals Wikipedia. So this is a king word, roots. The roots of everything is the most important. Go to the roots of all the companies and names and things that God has planted in world history and you get the best gold, mathematically. Incidentally, if you have a copy, if you get a copy of today's Globe and Mail, July the 10th, 2015, you will find this ad in a full page spread on the back page, and there are so many perfect threes coming out of it, it's not even funny. So in there, they have roots, you know, and then roots in the center, and then genuine leather. Well, genuine divides by 3, leather divides by 3. You can add that whole thing up for homework. Then they are makers of leather goods, or maker of leather goods. Maker of leather goods divides by 3, and you get the idea. But keywords: pouch. What does pouch add to? 63. Leather, brown leather pouch. This is so cool how God's going to take the glory for all this, because no one will receive a medal of any color without, you know, this Roots pouch. You see how God makes sure He gets the glory for this whole event, like down to the detail? It's like, sorry, you got to have Roots 3, a pouch that is brown, that is leather. What is leather? You can 18 plus 18 plus 33. That's 36 plus 33 is 69. That equals Jehovah. Yes. Yeah, so leather, you know, a leather pouch is a double of 66. Brown is 72. Like, a brown leather pouch is just like, how high do you want to go? And a genuine, so, and then even like, so Toronto 2015, everything about it. Just solve it all for 3. It's really obvious. But this is what the medals will be presented in. And I'm telling you, watch this Pan Am Games and pay attention for obvious dramatic 3s that God is going to perform in this event. Okay? For example, someone winning 3 gold medals, or someone winning a gold, a silver, and a bronze medal. Perhaps even from Germany, because remember the terms gold medaille, silver medaille, bronze medaille in German are just stunningly perfect in their structure for 3s from the inside out. Or sorry, that's for the Olympics. I'm just facts all over my brain here. Germany is not even in the Pan Am Games. That's for the Olympics 1 year from now, but my goodness. You get the idea. There, you know, anyways. But for obvious 3s that happen at this event. Okay, so Pan Am Games, Roots, yada. I'm going to go through all this stuff. And then Roots is an official sponsor. Official sponsor divides by 3, and you can just go nuts even more. But everyone, based on what I read in this ad, every one of the 3 medals that is presented at this Games will be in this brown leather pouch, labeled with Roots. Like 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? And this Pan Am Games, this Games is the most attended event by Canadian athletes than any other international sporting event in the history of Canada. We are sending more Canadian athletes to this Pan Am Games than any other event in athletics history in our country. So there's something special that God is going to do for the number 3 with Canada in this Pan Am Games. Okay, that's exciting. So, now, you can watch the coverage. I just marvel how everything is like perfect. So you can watch the coverage tonight at 7 p.m. On CBC, which is channel 3. Now, how does CBC glorify Jesus equals 8 at 8 in the Triune God? It's very simple. You got 3 plus 2 plus 3, which adds to 8. That glorifies Jesus equals 8 at 8. But you got 2 3s, and you've got 1, 2, 3 letters. So 3 and 8 are simultaneously glorified whenever someone says CBC. The first letter is 3, the last letter is 3, the grand total is 8 in 3 letters. Jesus equals 8 at 8 is perfectly glorified very succinctly in CBC. And the channel is 3. So, don't miss the opening ceremonies broadcast on CBC of the Toronto Pan Am Games tonight, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Or if you live right where I do, Langley, BC, Canada, which divides by 3. On channel 3, no less. And the word channel divides by 3, starting with C. You're just like, so, and opening ceremonies divides by 3. Okay? So the opening ceremonies of the Pan Am Games, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. Just keep going higher and higher. So the opening ceremonies of the Pan Am Games, Toronto, Canada. That's just like pure 3s. Roots. You gotta be kidding me. Roots is the official sponsor. And the gold medals are getting handed to the athletes in brown leather pouches. Brown leather pouches. Every word divides by 3. When you pluralize pouches, it becomes 87, which equals truth as well. So pouches equals roots, equals truth, equals Wikipedia, God's ordained technological website for world history, for the truth that we can, you've watched my videos. So, pouches equals truth. Jesus is the truth. That is the official carrier of the glory pile that is being handed to these over 4,800 athletes throughout this multi-day event that happens very quickly, and it's very intense glory, and there was a lot of manpower and money and resources squeezed into this. It's like, I marvel at how ignorant and unappreciative we can be. When you think about how many man hours and how many people and all the training and all the athleticism and all the grit and all the discipline and all the glory and all the prayers and all of the love that has been built into this final event that happens in less than a month. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. And be on the hunt. I'll be there with my notebook, staring at the screen, watching for 3s, and getting words from Jehovah as we watch the opening ceremony, solving names of countries, solving names of athletes. We've been doing that already. Colors, we'll be solving things. We'll be looking for 3s. We'll just be like watching the story of God unfold with our Orville Redenbacher's popcorn or something, and just like, Sprite equals truth? Okay. So the opening ceremonies. Do the math yourself on that. We got so much to get through. CBC tonight divides by 3. Okay. Pan Am Games. Going to be some awesome 3s in there. I like that. The medals are presented in pouches. Oh yeah. And on that ad, it actually says it's actually they call it a hanging pouch. It's cool. It's like a new product. It's not a purse. It's a pouch. It's a hanging pouch. I'm like, man, I want a hanging pouch now with some gold coins in it that I walk around with like Robin Hood or something. You know? I'm like, it just makes you feel like cool. Okay, so a hanging pouch. That's the official, name of the product. I bet you can probably get one at your local root store. There's a local root store in Langley. Maybe we'll go there. A hanging pouch. I wouldn't be surprised. So you can link all these words together. Brown, genuine leather, hanging pouch. But let's just do hanging pouch. Pouch was 63. And talk about obvious. Like all the center 3s, center letters are 3s. And then you get more on top of that. Find love in pouch. Wait a second. That's 39 plus 24. Yeah, okay. Done. Okay, perfect. And then a hanging pouch is 21, 30 is 60 points on top of that. Wow. Somebody say wow. So a hanging pouch equals 1, 2, 3. Wow. That equals gold bullion, equals gold silver, equals Fort Knox, where all the gold bullion in the U.S. is held, equals heat plus summer, cold plus winter, day plus harvest, all the rest of it. Okay. Something like that. So hanging pouch equals 1, 2, 3. That is the official mechanism. Roots, a roots hanging pouch, and then add truth to that. If you add 87, which is roots, which equals truth, so a roots hanging pouch, that adds to 210, which equals will you marry me? Cha-cha! There you go. And cha-cha divides by 3. C-H-A is 12 plus another 12. Cha-cha! So a roots hanging pouch in 3 words adds perfectly to will you marry me? Remember, Jehovah is asking you that question. Will you marry me? He wants a covenant relationship with you for all eternity. You need to confess that Jesus Christ is God and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and then you will be saved. You're a child of God. You're in a covenant relationship with God. You'll hear his personal voice as you spend time with him and get quiet before him for long amounts of time, and it's a happy life. Okay, so roots hanging pouch equals 1, 2, 3. And then add the word brown. That'll bump you up 72 points. Add the word genuine, leather, brown, genuine leather, roots, hanging pouch, and you're just like, the 3s are just clustering into like a giant galaxy. So let's just do this, because who knows what it'll add up to. What was leather again? Leather was Jehovah, 69. Like look at all these numbers that are like 60, 63, there's 87, 69, 72, genuine. I love the word genuine. Real divides by 3. Truthful divides by 3. Honest divides by 3. Genuine. Natural divides by 3. It's like natural equals truth. So genuine is 12 plus 33, 45 is 75. You got to be kidding me. So look at all these words that relate to this item. They're like going down in 3s. You got genuine, you got 75, 72, 69, 63, 60. The only number missing in that 3 is a 66, which I can throw in the word happy or blessed equals 66. So, a genuine, brown, leather, happy, pouch, hanging. You know, from roots, it's just too obvious, the 3s. Okay. I'm telling you, I can't think of any other sporting event in the history of the universe that is going to present the gold, silver, and bronze medals to the athletes in a hanging pouch that adds to 1, 2, 3 perfectly. And it's made by roots, which perfectly jumps that up to 210, which equals will you marry me? I can't think of any sporting event in the history of the universe that is going to hand out the prizes in brown leather pouches, hanging pouches, made by roots. So this is something special here. This is very special what God is ordaining. And when I say he works all things together for the good of those who love him, oh yeah, like God is the ultimate orchestrator. Okay, like he'll use thousands of people to orchestrate a giant 3-fest for himself, and people like myself who are on the inside track of what he's doing, and we'll get to watch it and we'll understand what he's up to, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, CBC. Don't miss it. CBC is 8 and 3 letters, 3 opening ceremonies. And then, of course, it's all about the athletes. Athletes divides by 3. And find love in the athletes. You've got 21 right here, and then the famous word the in the center. That's love. And then you've got a bonus 12 plus double 12. That's love plus 36, which is 54 plus 36. That equals 90, which is a king for 3. So we just found love in the athletes of the Pan Am Games. Okay, it's all about love. Okay. And then the word performance divides by 3. Practice divides by 3. So when people say practice, 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 it's to the glory of the Trinity. And then we say performance, performance, performance. That's the end of the practice. Performance time. Cool. It's going to be awesome. And then we solved a bunch of words related to the whole spirit of it all, like glory and honor. Glory plus honor knit together. Podium divides by 3. We did these words yesterday when we were meditating on medals and ceremonies and stuff. Celebrating divides by 3, and you know, love, of course, God is love, and you can solve the various venues that they've created for this, and have fun with that. But it's glory to God is what it is. So glory to God in 3 words divides by 3. And so the Pan Am Games covers the entire Western Hemisphere, like northern, central, and southern America. Like, just wow, it's going to be awesome. And I'm telling you, this particular one, the numbers are too good for this thing to not be through the roof awesome. Okay, and I love sporting events. I love amateur sport. I love sporting event that is not, where the athletes are not paid, exorbitant amounts of money to do what they do. No, it's a true showing of heart. I love it. Okay, perfect. And then you can solve track and field. We've done 11 million times. Okay, so anything else? So 7 o'clock tonight, CBC, the opening ceremonies of the Pan Am Games in Toronto. You can solve the name of the stadium and names of people involved, and certainly I would think the Prime Minister would be there. I would hope Stephen Harper will be there. Stephen Harper, both names divided by 3, Prime Minister equals God is sovereign, 168, and you can solve everything you want. Okay, let's get through some of the other gems. That is a very exciting one. Very cool. Very cool. I might come back, but we got so much to get through. It's ridiculous. So these are just going to be in pseudo-random order. I just cut some things out of the paper as fast as I can. Okay? So today is Friday, July 10th, 2015. My favorite provincial paper is the Vancouver Sun. My favorite national paper of those that I deliver is probably the Globe and Mail. But the Vancouver Sun is de facto awesome. It's the one I delivered as a boy, grade 6. So here's a new jewelry company. I love how just new treasures. You got to go and meet these people. So check it out. This is local news. This is all over the board. So Stitgen, name of a company, divides by 3. Fine jewelry divides by 3. They are winners of the Canadian Excellence in Design competition. And notice that there's love at the center of this ring. I'm very conscious that God is sovereign and that He ordains things to be, particularly in this newspaper, for my, video making purposes. So there's love at the center of this ring at this company. It adds to a double of 1, 2, 3. Love. 3. By Divine Ordinance. And then a shoe company called SAS in 3 letters. SAS equals 39 divides by 3. And then shoes divides by 3. Done. So now you can go check them out. This is what I did yesterday. Remember we got the gem Thermidor in the local paper with an ad that was titled Love. And then we ended up going to Trail Appliances in Langley, and I was thrilled with the service. And that place has won the consumer, and I got gems on them. They've won the Consumer Choice Awards multiple years. They're an awesome business. They believe in person dealing. None of this online shopping. I would rather be in person. I believe in people getting physical. I believe in physical newspapers. You get physical, like disconnect as much. Anyways, so here's an ad. Monte Cristo we've solved before for the number 3. The Luna Collection. Every word divides by 3. So if diamonds are your thing, dig in. Diamond equals word. Go for the Luna Collection. Every word divides by 3. Collection divides by 3. Luna divides by 3. Done. We've solved Monte Cristo a million times. Remember, God owns everything, and He takes the glory for everything in world history using numbers. I'm just going through these things. Oh, like large ads. I like solving companies. Oh, celebrating 39 years. God is right on time. Scan Designs. Quality home furnishings. Well, do the math yourself. Furnishings divides by 3. Furniture divides by 3. Scan Designs divides by 3. Chair equals desk equals 39. And it just so happens to be their 39th anniversary. How fitting for the number 3. It's my 33rd birthday. So Scan Designs divides by 3. Chair equals 39. Leather divides by 3. So a leather chair divides by 3. Comfort divides by 3. Furnishings and furniture divide by 3. 39 years they've been in business. Nice 3s in this very famous year. So head on down, check out Scan Designs, and do some treasure hunting for yourself for the number 3. And by the way, when the human body sits down, like for example, even God sitting on His throne, there are of course 3 sections. Okay? 1, your upright position here. 2, your legs coming out, and then 3. And just the way God designed our body. So no wonder the word chair equals 39 and the word desk equals 39. I always throw obvious partners with words that have the same number. It's like, oh, chair equals 39. 3. Desk equals the same number. Hello. You have a chair at your desk to the glory of the Trinity. Thank God. For example, then you have a fence and a gate in your fence. Well, fence equals 33 and gate equals 33. So thank God for your fence and your gate. You know, the American dream. The American dream in 3 words divided by 3. Get that white picket fence with a little white picket gate and you're just like, 33, amen, day and night. Honey, I'm home. Here's my picket fence. Okay. And then you got to paint the fence. You know, paint equals 60. You're just like singing your head off like it's a 3 universe. Okay, so what is next on the 3 party? Yes, Ronsons. These guys have just been bold in this local paper. Half price. Both words divided by 3. Half equals half a love, 27. Price is 24 plus 27 is 51. So half price is 51 plus 27 is 78, divides by 3. So half price in red letters divides by 3. Ronsons, the name of the company. Look at how obvious that 3/5 is. The word son is repeated twice, 48, 48 plus 18 in front, 114. Ronsons, head on down for the 3/5. Shoes divides by 3. Leather shoes divides by 3. And then they typically use the word collection. Collection divides by 3. You know, there are people that love collections. I mean, come on, like the universe is a collection of 3s. I have a video that's a collection of 3s. So, like, find love in a collection. You know? You know, collect all 3, we say. But find love in a collection, because there are people that seriously value collection. Look at where you find love in collection. It's beautifully spaced like that. And the reason I did that is because that captures the 3 letters that don't divide by 3. And then the rest of the letters all divide by 3. So you might have a stamp collection. You might have a dog collection. You might have a bird collection. I'd like to see more people have tropical bird collections. Now that would be a fun universe. I'd like to see more flower collections. I'd like to see more children collections. This is my collection of children to the glory of God. It's time for people to have babies like massively. 24 kids. This is my collection. It's called my kids. My family. It's my collection of living souls. Thank you very much. It's like, your collection. Let's get more collections of living things if possible, but you can have a collection of coins or a collection of trophies or a collection of colors or dogs or artwork, whatever floats, you know. Just, okay. So, what other love can you find in a collection? Another L-O is another half a love. Nicely spaced right there. And then you've got another L plus C, 15 plus 9 is 24. Another half a love. Wow. So there you go. So collection literally equals love plus love. There you go. It's a very expensive word, collection. You know, God himself is 3 persons. He's plural. Well, you got to have a collection. God is abundant. He gives multiple things to multiple children. Start a collection today. Start a collection. I got that gem off of this shoe right here, Clark's Collection. Apparently you can get a collection of Clark's shoes from Ronsons. I love shoes. I absolutely love shoes. I love my feet. I got multiple pairs of shoes down there, and it's a collection. You need a collection of shoes. There's more than enough to go around. If everyone is saved and blessed in Jesus' name, believe me, there's so much abundance and so much sharing on this planet. It's a giant feeding fest of joy. Okay, so, Ronsons. Shop online at Ronsons. I would rather shop in store. Thank you very much. Ronsons, half price. So half price divides by 3, full price divides by 3. You can like, just throw down your money. Give me those shoes. I need Ronsons. So collection equals love plus love. I like that. And then talk about, you know, famous jewelry companies like Tiffany & Co. Tiffany, we're going to get to in a second. Big full page ad. I see your collection. Little Mermaid, okay. So Ronsons. No kidding. Ronsons has what they call a Ronsons rack. Well, the word rack divides by 3. Oh, don't forget the bonus R. Never forget to have your good eyesight when you're treasure hunting, because you'll miss the bonus R. Ronsons therefore has 3 R's. Ronsons R. Aha. Well, that's, or no, not 3 R's, sorry. An R at the front and an R at the back, and then 2 suns in the center. So Ronsons R is sun plus sun, 48 plus 48, that's 96 plus 36, equals 132. Ronsons are Son, Son. Okay? So the Son of God. And then Ronson's rack would add 33 points on top of that feeding fest, which would be 147. 7 times 7 times 3. Good. Okay, so Ronson, step right up. Shoes, and then genuine leather shoes divided by 3, and just keep adding more superlatives in front of that. A collection. I like the word collection. Okay. And then you can have a hockey card collection. We had that when we were going up. Hockey card divides by 3, so hockey card collection. Okay, so what's next? Simmons divides by 3. Simmons, and then it's a mattress gallery. So mattress gallery divides by 3. Simmons divides by 3. Mattress gallery. Simmons, factory closing. Come on down. After 100 years, it's closing? You gotta be kidding me. Mattress closeout sale, final sale. Oh man, some things come and go. Jehovah gave and Jehovah hath taken away. Simmons, 57 plus 45 is 102. The first 3-digit number divides by 3, mattress gallery. Okay. And then here's another furniture company. This is just an explosion. Prestige. 25 years in the business. Prestige divides by 3. Very famous word, Prestige. But they obviously are Canadian. And they do awesome stuff with wood. Wood furniture divides by 3. Awesome. They're in Coquitlam, which divides by 3. So, get your furniture, go to Simmons, go to Prestige, get your 3 Fest. It's all for the glory of the Trinity. All right, who's next? Oh yeah, Clinique. I like the word Clinique. It's a great sounding word. Clinique equals 90. So this is obviously in this is from the Hudson's Bay Company. Classic perfume section, and they got the lingerie or whatever. Clinique equals 90 exactly. And that's a very, kind of similar to the word collection. I like Clinique. It's just a fun word to say. It's loaded with 3s, and it's just stunning. Clinique. I've always liked the word clinical. Clinically nasty, or clinically gorgeous, whatever. But Clinique. It's like you got 3, 12, 9, 9, 21. And then these guys make 36. So find love in Clinique. Well, you got your 36 from the 3 letters that don't divide by 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you need another 18 points. Well, the only way you can do that is by grabbing these 2 I's. Okay? So there's love in Clinique. Boom. And then you've got an extra 33. Oh, hello!